Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and you're tuned in to Madden 18 on EA Sports. With that, it's time to crown the champion of the NFC, and to call the action, we send it to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Larry, there's just something that feels right about a snowy day for football in Wisconsin, and that's what we have here on the frozen tundra of Lambeau Field in Green Bay. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the Atlanta Falcons and the Green Bay Packers. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down here as the penalty flags come in right away, and we may have a face mask here right at the start. Here's Watson, option left. And he probably should have given that one off, as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. A shotgun snap for Watson. And that's going to be incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13. Out of the gun, Watson. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Trust me, Brandon, I'm not about to try and take your job. I can't do what you do. But that wasn't just 3 and out. That felt like 3 and backwards.
That's exactly what it was. You can have my job whenever you want it. The drive that you're looking for, though, probably going forward. Bad start to the ball game.
Yeah, not the way to get things going.
47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And the Falcons will get it 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. Carry now. This is Johnson. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. 23 yards on the play. And in this weather, I know you weren't a quarterback, you were on the defensive side of things, but how hard is it to throw that football?
It can't be easy because you never know how the moisture is going to affect things, and each quarterback handles it differently. Some of them are a little bit better than others. Depends whether they'll wear a glove, not wear a glove. How cold is it? You know, all those things go into it. But it goes to everything else. Keeping your footing when you're running routes. Supposedly you have the advantage as a receiver because you know where you're going, but that's not easy as well. Finally, just locating the ball when it finally comes through the snow. Kids love it. Kids love snow. Players, not so much at times.
And on 2nd and 10 now. They'll look to throw. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Now a play fake here on first down. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. A first down carry here for Johnson. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it first and goal. First and goal here from the 9. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
To Johnson again. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on third and goal. And the offense readies for play number 10 of this series. Back to throw here. Dancing to his left. He can run for it, and he will. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now fourth down.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. And, Charles, they get the field goal. Took him a dozen plays, though.
Work with me on this one. You know what I'm about to say, right? Bend but don't break. That's what came into play here for the defense. 12 plays were run at them. They only gave up 3 points. In a lot of ways, that's a win for the defense.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
Watson, off play action. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on third down to bring up fourth. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. You take it right on the 30. A great return there of 22 yards. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Well, now they'll try the end around. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on 1st down.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. They try the left side with Johnson. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Here we go now. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. He's got a 1st down and more inside the 30. And he's brought down, but not before reaching the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a 1st down with his very next run. That's
going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he rifles one incomplete.
I know in every game we do, we talk about momentum. That was a momentum play lost. And now there could be a letdown because they didn't get the interception.
Yeah, you could almost hear the collective gasp on the sideline as he could not come up with that football. They'll set up a throw. Forced out to his left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack.
3rd and goal, they decided to throw for it, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open, left him nowhere to go with the football, had to absorb the sack.
Oh, that is a complete shank. It's no good, off to the right, and this score will stay right where it is. So we've seen these be tricky from time to time. You know, you've almost got to cut the ball to make it go through, and this time he cut it a little too much, and he sliced it.
Yeah, and he'll tell you, no excuses on this one. It's a kick every NFL kicker should be able to make in his sleep. But your word was definitely correct. He sliced that one, and he'll miss it wide to the right.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. It felt like he was in the pocket all day, never got rid of it.
And when you have that much time, you've got to either find someone open or get rid of it, because with that amount of time to throw the ball, that means the offensive line's done a really nice job.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And they're going to get this one up to the 35-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. And he'll give it here to his running back. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. They go play action here on first down. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
Now it's Watson, a bootleg. His throw incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. Off of play action, it's Watson. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
That's very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Third and long. It's Watson. Trying to lay one up deep. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35.
Well, it's third and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
On play action, they'll throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Well, it's a cold night. And whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you. And that may have been what happened there.
Shift together here from the D-line. After the interception, here's Watson. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay, because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
So 2nd and 10 here.
Ohio! Let's go!
Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and that just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. And here now come the Falcons. And last time, one-play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one. Out routes are always timing routes, and if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off a play. It looked like he let him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. They'll look to throw here. Conley's got it over the middle. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
The Falcons on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. He'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. Two minutes to play here in the first half. We'll be back with more in the NFC title bout after this. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That was a really nice play, able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Back to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Fifth catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. It used to be occasional, right? Safety valve, throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
Call it a 3-yard gain, and it's a second down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Flush to his right. And some room to maneuver. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. A good decision in the end to pull it and run. Get some 9 yards and a first. They'll look to throw here on first down. Underneath for Johnson. And he'll go down at the 28. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this is caught at the 8. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A good pickup there, a 22. And now for the offense, this is play number 11 here on this drive.
Here we go. Green, 39.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And now running right through him. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
A bit of a surprise. They're going for it with 2 ticks remaining. No sign of the field goal unit. Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Big decision there. They say forget the field goal and go for it, and it pays off.
I wonder who was in the ear of the head coach on this one. Did he make this call on his own? Or maybe the analytics coach got involved. And a lot of times you talk about that all week before the game. Hey, if we're in certain situations, analytics actually says do it this way, which might be against the norm. And it paid off for them in a really nice way.
Cashing in and there on the final play of the first half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So out come the Falcons now. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. And they start the second half with Johnson. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's second down.
Let's go.
He'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll be third down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
The Falcons on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Halfback sent in motion. They'll set up to throw. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. They give them 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. 2nd and 5. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. On 2nd down, Johnson. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 4.
Here we go. Green, 39.
He'll drop to throw. He's going to go deep for Conley. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he doesn't quite make it. They do stop him, but he gets it all the way down to the 1. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They come out here in the eye. And the wideout in motion. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So the pigskin will move from the 2 down to the 1.
And I have not met an offensive line yet that doesn't think they can get it in from the 1-yard line on a running play.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. It's a quarterback sneak. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. It's their quarterback scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. He's got it, and it's 17-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at his 4. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. So here are the Packers now. They get set for their first possession of half number 2. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. 2nd down here after the incomplete pass. Faking the give. Now Watson finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's able to get out to the 32. Brought down there. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Come on, let's go.
Here's Watson off the play fake. Wide open receiver complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. That goes for a gain of 31.
Flex round, flex round, flex round. Here we go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
No gain on that run, and while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I've got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit and throwing it a little bit more.
Flushed out right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Well, Deion Jones and pick sixes, they're going together like peas and carrots. Oh, boy. He had two of those, though, as a rookie last year.
And I know part of the reason is his speed. He's one of the fastest linebackers that you're going to find in the NFL. But another part is he's not very tall. Sometimes he gets lost in coverage. When a quarterback's looking downfield, he just doesn't see him, and he ends up making big plays.
One of those pick sixes last year, 90-yard return against Drew Brees in his hometown of New Orleans. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken at his 4. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's brought down, but not before getting across midfield to the 45. That goes for a gain of 31. Here's Watson. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Shift together here from the D-line. Watson now to throw. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
To the air yet again, Watson. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Very tough spot here for the offense to start. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this second down call after that type of a game.
Now back to throw. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 15 yards through the air and a first down. Looking to throw. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They'll look to throw. Able to fight through one tackle. And he's going to be taken down. They sack him on what will be the final play of quarter number 3. Back now at Lambeau. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Now he's going to throw deep back over the middle. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Packers pick it up. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline? And
he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. A really nice gain of 25 yards. On 1st down, it's Watson. Eluding the pressure right. Touchdown, Packers. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. Out of the gun, Watson. He's got it. So they convert the 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
All right, here we go.
And he motions the wide receiver. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. They're going to look to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
That's a first down if he holds on, but you saw the contact, able to jar it free from him and force a 4th down.
Great play defensively there, as you said, just to knock it free, because if he had caught that, past the sticks, 1st down. The Falcons send out their punter. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. On 1st down, Watson. Throw left side, complete. It's Bishop. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. 4th quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the 1st one for the 2nd one to even matter. Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
The Packers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. To throw is Watson. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 4th down. He got out of bounds. That's a good thing, but still short of the 1st.
And now, since this brings up 4th down, the defensive play caller, grab your nerves, because now you don't want to be so amped up that you give them a 1st down by getting out of your lanes, but you also don't want to just lay back and let them have it easily.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. The Packers unable to pick up the 1st. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect. 10 yards still left on 2nd down. Johnson on the counter. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
They'll drop to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they?
Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
On second down, here's Watson. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
My high school coach, John Ford, used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie, and that was the nicest thing he called me.
Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. So they took a shot there on third down, couldn't get it. Now it's fourth.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. On now is the Packers punter. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And he'll send this one into the cold Lambeau night. He'll take it at the 42. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. First and 10. They'll need to get the play out quickly. They give to Johnson going right. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
Back to throw now on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Fox. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. The solid pickup of 13 sets him up first and goal.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Time for a break. Back with more in the NFC Championship game after this. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Here we go now. 3-19.
And from the 3 now, it's second and goal. They'll run it with Johnson. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. David Johnson, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons will extend their lead.
And while no one on the offensive line will get the 6 points next to their name, they should be credited with this one. Tremendous blocking to get the runner into the end zone.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. That goes for a gain of 31. Now a play fake here on first down. That's caught at the 25. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. That one goes for 24 yards. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store.
Come on, let's go.
Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Escaping the pressure right. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And a good job here by the Falcons, their hands team, able to recover it. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Well, so much of playing quarterback in the snow comes down to trying not to do too much. You've got to just keep telling yourself, throws downfield we've run every day in practice all year. But guess what? They suddenly become more difficult. And this one gets away from him and winds up an interception.
They go play action here on first down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there, hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call. And you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all that yardage. That would be a big play.
Now, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And the pressure gets to him again.
Well, these guys want to do something positive as this game approaches its end. But after giving up back-to-back sacks, it's really been more indicative of how the game has gone for them.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to let it fly. He's got a man, complete. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left.
We know it's tough enough to pick up first downs on 3rd down plays, but when you go for it on 4th down, sometimes you're actually just praying. And on that play, the prayer was answered.
In motion goes the tight end. One last throw here for Watson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be.